These are teams that I would be surprised if they missed a bowl game, but I also would be surprised if they made the college football playoff. I think they're firmly in that 6-6 to 8-4 range. I'd be pretty surprised if any of these teams were lower or any of these teams were higher. So, first team in this list, I have the Gophers. Um, in the grand scheme of things, it really just comes down to Drake Lindsay. Their entire roster, they don't have many holes. I think the biggest question mark is obviously the quarterback. If Drake Lindsay lives up to his potential, that Minnesota could be one of the most intriguing teams in the conference. Their ceiling would immediately go much higher, and maybe they could be like Indiana last year. But in the grand scheme of things, I still think they are a year away from making a run like Indiana. I think next year's their window. Uh, they hopefully would return Drake Lindsay, Coy Parrish. They still have a lot of talent at wide receiver with eligibility remaining. And I think that they're kind of building up for next year. They had a lot of coaching turnover. I don't think we're going to see that same thing this next offseason. So I think this is a year that if Minnesota gets to a bowl game, they get 6-6, 7-5, maybe you have an upset win in there. Drake Lindsay shows some good things. You're building for that next season. But it's just the rest of the roster, I think, just raises the floor. We're going to talk about more about the defensive lines, but I think they have one of the best in the conference. I don't know why people were saying it was a weakness heading into the transfer portal. They have a lot of depth there. Anthony Smith, Devin Eastern, Jackson Howard, a lot of talent, and their skill positions very good. Offensive line, another position group that if it hits, it could hit very well. If Nathan Roy is lives up to his potential as a redshirt freshman, um, they could be sitting pretty. But I'd be surprised if they missed a bowl game, and I'd be surprised if they were 9-3. So that's why they're the first team in this tier for me.